evening, everyone. It is bedtime here. It is bedtime. I'm going to start this week's video though. So today we have had a really busy one. We have had, this morning my son was doing a martial arts grading. So that's when they go from one belt up to the next. So they do sort of a display. They'll show what they've learned in the last quarter. It's quarterly. They'll show what they've learned. Yeah, it's really good to see the progress, especially. His confidence wasn't great. I think it's more a communication thing. He couldn't look you in the eye. He couldn't talk one-on-one. He would feel awkward. He'd be looking everywhere. To now, this is his. So they start on a white belt. He went up to a yellow belt and now he's on orange belt. So yeah, he's doing amazing. It's so good. I really enjoy going to the grading. My parents came, so that was lovely. My niece was 6 yesterday, so we went to her party. When I say we, my daughter, who is 8, went to her party. They are absolute best friends and partners in crime, so that was lovely for them to be able to spend time together. As you would have seen in the previous video, my parents have been married 40 years today. So we had a little buffet, not a party, just a gathering, just me, my sister and her husband and son, see my kids. So that was lovely. Buffet, cake, all the important stuff. This is just a bit of a short, probably a shorter video than the previous, and it is just about how I schedule our week. So we have a weekly, this will be backwards, but we have a weekly schedule which I put up on the boiler, and I've also got one on our home ed unit which you've seen previously as well. And it's how I fit in what we do. So it's Monday to Sunday because we do things every day. So today is Sunday as I'm recording this. So on a Sunday is copy work, which you would have seen in our week in the life video. Copy work is exactly that. It's just writing out a sentence. We do that every day because it's just handwriting practice. So they do that daily. I'm not massive on handwriting because I just think these days everybody types, and when our kids are in another 10 years time, when they're 18 and 20, handwriting, but it's important. I totally understand that you should be able to write. I'm not going to go against that, but my hand hurts when I write as well. Like, nobody really writes now, do they? So we do copy work. It is one sentence. It takes them 5 minutes. So that is every morning. That is non-negotiable. Also on a Sunday, we do reading time. That is independent. So that is us in silence, 20 minutes. We'll put the timer on Alexa and we do that. Also on a Sunday, we do some sort of project or certificate learning, I call it. And that is when we're working towards something. So at the minute, we are doing a Centre of Excellence nutrition certificate. We haven't done that today, and that's okay. That's home ed. We will fit it in somewhere during the week. So what I was going to explain is these spare blocks where all those spare things are, that can be shifted around. So tomorrow I can see we've got nothing between 2 and 6. Tuesday we've got nothing between 2 and 6. Wednesday there's nothing after 1. Things can just be moved around. I really recommend having a schedule that you can just move that block into. I'm very heavy on block planning and I think it's amazing. So yeah, that is our Sunday. Sundays are quiet, but that's what we do. The other thing that are non-negotiable in our home ed are maths, English. I do like to do science, but I'm not as strict on it as I am with English and maths, because I think they're obviously or literacy and numeracy, a lot will refer to it as. We use an app called Century Tech. Now, Century Tech it breaks things down in nugget. It's AI, it works on AI, and rather than saying, okay, you got this horrendous score. So my daughter didn't get a great score on one of her diagnostics. It does a little diagnostic on each section, figures out what level they're working at, doesn't tell them the level. So although I have put in that she, for instance, would be in school year 3, it doesn't tell her that. It's not saying, oh, you weren't very good at that topic in science, we're going to give you year 1 work. It just does it, and it tailors the next nugget to reflect how she did on that previous, and it will keep bringing that topic up. If they don't have a particularly, I think it's something maybe under 75%, something like that, it will bring that topic round again, and it'll say, right, this is how they've improved or not between, and you can then spot those gaps. It's brilliant. A lot of people are against AI. It's just a thing of the future, if you ask me. It's we need to embrace it and use it correctly, and teach children how to use it correctly and safely, rather than being scared of it. That's my thoughts, but everybody's different. I've mentioned before that we have a topic group we go to once a week. We do an outdoor sort of forest type group as well. We do a couple of things online, so they all will have their own spot on the block planner. Anything that I do not want the week to go without, this is laminated, so it's pretty. This is actually out of date. It's there are a few things that have changed since I last printed this out, so it needs done again. And that's the beauty of it. You can. So we do a couple of things online. So obviously they're always there. We do things like a book club. We do a maths lesson. My son does online because he really likes the tutor. My daughter does her performing arts, things like that. So they stay there and can't really be moved unless you're going to watch it on recorded rather than live, which is possible. Again, we were out Wednesday this week, so where we would normally have maths and performing arts one after the other, we've done the recordings instead. You actually would have seen them dancing in the last video. That was the performing arts class that they were just doing on record. So that's entirely possible. But then things like a Thursday, we do the Exploring Nature with Children curriculum. I've got it down for 11 on a Thursday. If someone asks us to go out or meet at the park, we're going to be going to the park. So that will just slide to another block. And back in the sledging video, which was one of the first videos I put on there, I showed you my Good Girl planner. That goes really well with having this because it's very much block planning. But yeah, I'm always interested in how people plan. I very much work in blocks and then just slide that block if it doesn't work. But yes, tell me how do you plan? I can hear a child coming down the stairs. But thank you very much. Thanks for the support, and we will catch you soon.